What's up guys, Brian here, and I'm here for another Dubs Worth Just Saying. Today's topic is going to be a hot one. Camping versus rushing. Yes, I will do it. But this is more of a response video to WoodysGamerTag. He did a video this morning dissecting rushing versus camping. And he was looking for kind of a criticism on it, what he could have done better and stuff like that. So I had a few ideas that he was definitely not, things that could have made that game maybe a little bit more tolerable for him. But to each their own. There's a lot of great rushers out there. There's a lot of great campers out there. You're never going to get rid of camping in this game. You're never going to get rid of rushing in this game. If I had my way and I had my grand status in this game where I could decide what the hell's going to happen. Look at this horrible shooting. Sorry. If I could have whatever I wanted in this game, I would definitely take out camping. But it's never going to get out of there. You can't avoid corners. You're going to make a game, there's always going to be a corner for somebody to hide in. There's always going to be tall grass. There's always going to be somewhere. Campers will always camp. You got to think of the settlers, the frontiersmen. They would just set up camp wherever the hell they wanted. So why is a camper not going to set up wherever he wants in this game, right? Alright, so let's get to what I think Woody could have done better in this game. My number one thing for this, and I'm not sure why he did this, but he kept going back to where he was dying, which is the cardinal rule, which you don't want to do in Call of Duty. Now, I wasn't sure if he was doing this just because, he's not, wasn't sure exactly what he wanted to do in the game or where he was supposed to go or what a rusher's supposed to do. But you can't be going back to the same place he died before. That's definitely the cardinal rule. I mean, if you've ever played Call of Duty, you know this. You don't want to do that. Maybe he was just getting thrown off his game and not following those rules, but you definitely have to think of that way. And when you're playing in C-Town, you definitely don't want to go into that one building where it's got the bed downstairs and it's got the patio upstairs that everybody's in. Just not going to turn out well for you. My second kind of tip for him was choose different routes and try and stick to the outside of the map. When you stick to the outside of the map, you avoid running into large mobs of people, which you kind of ran into. I mean, a couple of times in C-Town you ran into that room and there's two guys in there, so if you killed one, you weren't getting the other guy. What you really want to do is you want to push the outside of the map, get into their spawn, because if you catch a couple of stragglers or a couple of people, and I watched all those guys in there, nobody had a really outrageous like 15-0 KD in that game, so they were camping, but they weren't camping well. So you could have probably caught them in their spawn a couple of times, maybe even flipped it to your advantage and played a little bit better there. My third kind of tip for him in this one was choose a different class setup for sure, or at least your gun. I find that if you're going to choose a class setup, and if you watch any of the great rushers like the Market J or Justra, there's lots of other people that play, just friggin' outrageous. Like Market J is probably my favorite to watch because he's just like, I don't know how the hell he gets away with the amount of kills he gets. But anyways, you definitely want to choose a different gun. The PP90M1, the MP7, or even the the other one, the P90. Now usually if you watch these guys, they're using it with extended mags. They're probably using rapid fire on the P90 and or even the MP7 and the PPM. But you really have to choose a better gun than that. Using the with extended mags is cool, but you know what, you didn't really use it to your advantage, and you need a fast firing gun, and you have to be prepared to shoot. If you're just gonna kind of wander around and play a one-on-one even gun match and hope that you're gonna win them all the time is really not gonna do it. You have to bring the fight to them and be the aggressor in that situation. So those are kind of my three tips. You really always want to kind of push a camper out of his comfort zone and make him play your kind of play style, because if he's moving around, he's not going to play very well, and vice versa. If you force a rusher into a camping situation, you're really not gonna, he's really not gonna be into that frame of mind. If they're if you're spawn trapped and you can't get out of that spawn, you're screwed. So those are kind of my you know, suggestions for him. Hopefully he can do another video, maybe a follow-up video with a little bit of better score, but whatever. So thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Leave a like down there, leave any comments that you want, and we'll catch you on the next video. Peace.